Well, hello, 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 hello. Greetings and salutations, citizens of the Imperium. I am your host, Trooper 6, and welcome back to episode 2 of Let's Paint Knights of Blood. I'm your host, Trooper 6, and as you can see, I'm not really waiting for myself to finish before we're just jumping right back in, and that's because even though the last episode ended, I still have this pile of silver here. And we're not going to let that go to waste. Now, we are going to do something new that I've been doing. And I want to do it again. For those that have seen my recent things, because I realized I forgot to finish talking about the painting competition that I was a part of. So I was doing a glow effect on the backpack, on the vents, and it was coming out awesome. I loved it. And apparently some other people liked it too. So I would like to do that again, and I'd like to keep doing it as well. It's something that it could be easily messed up, but once you pull it off, it's really cool. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be way over there. Remember, I can't see the camera anymore. Y'all are not right there in my face anymore. So I do ask for your pardon. I do beg your pardon. Okay, we're going to do that whole panel as metallic. All right. I just didn't want to waste all the metal. And we're going to need a little bit of different metal for the other stuff. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, I did some like heat effects on the backpacks, on the vents, and I would love to just redo that because it looked awesome. And I felt like a better painter after doing it. I really did. I really, really did. And it helped me remember that it is the little things like that that will elevate your painting, but also elevate your experience to where you're really to where you really are having a good time doing all this stuff. And I'm not saying that you're not having a good time because you're not going the extra mile or doing the extra bits. I ain't saying any of that shit. Let's get that plate mail metal. We might as well just hit the gun. Whoa. It's just a bubble, but still. We'll hit the gun with a different metal. I don't want them looking too much alike. Besides, I think when the Nuln Oil hits it, it'll probably differentiate, or it'll probably blend both of them in too fucking close together anyway to matter. And I did forget to drill with my tool. So any of the perfectionists out there, you can yell at me for that. I could have stopped and did it at any point, but I didn't. But there's still a hole that I kind of pre-drilled. So we're just going to leave that there. And remember, if that's not good enough for you, by the time you see this, I will have painted probably 10 more models. Don't hate me cause I'm fucking beautiful. Oh yeah. You fucking hate daddy for doing anything that he wants to do because he said fuck you. That almost could have been a hit. I bet you somewhere in an alternate world, that was unfortunately a hit. And you can't tell me I'm wrong. All you got to do is look at a bunch of the music today and go, yeah, okay. That probably would make it. Somewhere out there, the public was dumb enough to do it. I feel like that's how half the things even happen or become a reality. It's because they were like, well, I bet you the public was dumb enough. And they went for it. Aha, like the pet rock. The pet rock is absolutely something that I believe was a social experiment. One salesman said to the other, fuck you, I bet you I could sell a pet rock. And his buddy was like, you're full of shit. Ain't nobody, nowhere, no how, not ever is going to be able to sell nobody, nowhere, not ever, no dumbass thing like that. Bam. What do you know? We're getting a dab of matte white because we're going to do the eye lenses. All right. Got that matte white. Oh, come on, dude. Thank you. I was going to say, we are not here to highlight. We are here to paint, damn it. Man, this Mega Man Jazz is going nuts. We got Jing Jing Prime on our hands. It's going nuts! I fucking love that one. Love that one. And it's appropriate. You know, today we are wearing our Game Grumps shirt. And not just any Game Grumps shirt. I'm wearing my Not So Grump JonTron shirt. Alright, it's time for the Baal Red. That's right, it's already time for that. And you know what? We're going to go to the backpack because fucking why not? But yeah, I've got on my JonTron Game Grumps shirt. Buddy of mine showed me JonTron ages ago. And then that's what led me to Game Grumps later. And ironically, even though I have the JonTron shirt and I've been a fan of his show since before Game Grumps or anything like that, I will also say that if I had to choose between the two eras, I am more of a Dan fan when it comes to the two of them and their dynamic. I really am. The stuff with John is, of course, fucking classic and great. Funny as hell. There were times where I was tired of the bitching. I mean, not to say that they were just bitching or whatever. You know, they're Game Grumps. All in all, I just had a better time. I enjoyed myself and my time with the show more when it came to listening to Danny and Aaron. If I wanted to be crazy, have a good time with some wacky shit going on and listening to two guys lose their minds, maybe I would go to JonTron. To the John era, I mean. But I don't know. By the time I came to Game Grumps, the John era was already done. And I don't really remember what series was happening when I got into it because I don't think I've ever watched a series currently when it comes to them. I might have. You'd have to name it though. I can't remember. I really can't remember. That red looks good. Red looks real, real good. And what's awesome about these pauldrons, like I said, we don't have to be like the most methodical and careful. We can just slap the paint on here. Now we can't be sloppy either because the paint will build in the cracks and crevices and it just won't look right. But like I said, they don't have any kind of trim color, and if we did put a trim color on there, it might not work. Black might work, white might work, because that's all their logo is black, white, and red. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna leave it as regular red. Now, if he was some kind of special motherfucker, I might have done something different, but at the moment, no. Leave that there. Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Spread that right out. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's why I like contrast paints. God damn it, look at that. Shit was so easy. So really just bloop, 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 bloop. Gotta love those contrast paints. But hell yeah, man. I'm not the biggest Game Grumps fan. I don't know where the limit is. If I remember I was out with the family and I'm wearing this exact shirt and somebody they said something at the checkout. And it wasn't trying to be a dick, but I really didn't know that they were talking to me at all. And then they I guess they said it again, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? You know, because I'm busy trying to put whatever I got up on the belt. You know, I got 2 toddlers that I'm trying to fucking watch out for. My wife and I are usually talking about anything anyway. And so he said something, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? You know, thinking I had missed something important, not to downplay whatever they were saying. But then when he repeated it, I was like, I don't get it, man. He pointed at my shirt. He was like, you got Game Grumps shirt on. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm not in the zone. I'm not in like Game Grumps quote mode. You caught me off guard, man. Sorry, I'm in let's get the hell out of this checkout line mode. But when it comes to Game Grumps, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it before to where my favorite series is the Dan Solo Let's Play of Space Quest. Love it. Absolutely love it. It was basically my walkthrough. I played Space Quest 1, 2, and 3 while I was working at a hotel. And played and beat all 3 of them thanks to Danny. So I want to thank Danny Avidan for being my personal Space Quest walkthrough guide. You were awesome. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I loved all your little trivia. It was awesome, man. It was awesome. I had a great time with that show. And then simultaneously, I think another one of my favorites is the Aaron solo Mega Man playthrough, the Mega Man X playthrough. I very much enjoyed my time with that one. That was good. When it comes to the 2 of them, I want to say there's plenty of things out there. I love the Dark Souls playthrough, but that's not exactly them co-op playing. Yeah, Epic Yarn was great. My coffee has gotten too lukewarm. That is upsetting. So I only got about 5 more minutes. He's coming along, man. He's coming along, but we need to get the We need to get the straps across his chest, and we're going to go with black. We're also going to drop back down to our 2.0. I know it's not the name of it, but we got our own language here at the Pungolians. You know this. It helps against those imposters. I'm going to laugh one day if somebody quotes me, like if I end up with some insanely quotable joke and someone quotes it to me and I don't get it, I won't be shocked. So I'm going to say now, don't yell at me if we're ever in the future and somebody says something to me and I didn't get my own joke. Like, dude, it's from your own show. Fuck, man, I'm sorry. All right. Now, see, the plastic in here is not the metal went on just fine, but the black is not applying all the best because the plastic is not the most coated in primer. The reason for that is because, he's got his arm up in the way, and that's the one of the biggest reasons I don't ever paint with models assembled. And you know this, you've seen this, and you might say, well then, Trooper, why the hell are we 2 episodes in and now you're discussing it? Honestly, it wasn't on my mind 20 minutes ago. What has been on my mind has been a conscious effort to not be so negative. I'd caught myself on the show, and I apologize to you guys. I only apologize so much because, I am human, and in the long run, fuck it. If I was depressed then I was depressed, and that's just what it is. But still, I appreciate anybody sticking through. Hell, we passed 530. I think today is the day I woke up and saw 530 on my subscriber count. So I thank every one of you for that. I now have more subscribers than I wake up in the morning. Than the time, the time. All right. Don't mind me. I wasn't even trying to over explain for comedic purposes and then have it fall flat on my face. That was just me being kind of dumb. All right. But in classic fashion, we're not going to go with black for the leather. Nope. That is exactly why I brought the Steel Legion drab with me. And we're at 1819. So basically, we're going to paint this. We're going to paint the belt and the pouches. And we'll close it off there. So yeah. I'm not going to say I'm a pretty big fan of the game, Grumps. Because I don't know exactly what denotes what level of fandom. But I do enjoy the game, Grumps. I haven't watched anything recent in a while, and that's just because I've not prioritized the time. Like with Critical Role. I like Critical Role. I still have not finished a single campaign. I haven't done it. Now, I've seen the end of Campaign 1. I haven't seen the end of Campaign 2. I started Campaign 3. But I had also just had a child. And I couldn't keep up with it every Thursday. I just couldn't keep up with it. Which was sad because it was once a week. But like D&D, I just couldn't make it. That old trope. And look at that. That quick, that simple, that done. All right. He's coming together even more. It's going to be nice throwing him together and doing all the other stuff. I do have some new brushes. I don't know if I've used them on the show or not. I really can't remember. I want to say that silver ear is bugging me, so I am going to cover that as we're saying our goodbyes. So there's not much left for us to do here today, but to say thank you for tuning in. I hope I see you guys again on the next week. I am constantly upping or reevaluating and changing my lineup for the minis that I'm going to bring you. And I'm just hoping that everybody is going to enjoy what I got. Like this one, this wasn't supposed to be seen for like, I don't know, 6 more series, but I was enthralled with the pose that I was like, I want to showcase it. So here we are. But either way, I'll see you guys next week. I'll see you on the next round. I'll see you when I see you. May the Void Father guide your brush. Stay happy and healthy. Peace, everybody. Yeah.